All right, well, I'm back in the shop this morning getting this front cap rebuilt or repaired. Got my 2x2s and my polyboard, the polywall, and some 1x material to get this kind of redone. So to replicate these profiles, you can see how it's shaved down and then got a little bit of a slant cut on that side. I just penciled it in on this piece of 2x2 material. So I've got the rough profile, and I'm gonna cut that out with the jigsaw and then get out the random orbit sander and match the profile of this side. That way when I go to put it on the other side that's rotten, it'll match up. All right, so there's all my new pieces cut. Got the radius going on those. Got my new blocks, the plywood blocks. I used Baltic birch, 3/4 inch Baltic birch for that. And get this thing put together. I need to cut a new piece because this was the inside. You can see that this paper, the wallpaper stuff that was glued to the Luan is just disintegrated. So new walls going up as well on this. It'll be the poly wall. So on this poly wall, I figured out that it's, for me anyway, it's easier to mark out where I need to cut. You can see my pencil lines there. And then just, you know, freehand it with my utility knife. I've got these breakaway blades. So, you know, you just sacrifice a blade every cut. It just, for me, makes it go a lot quicker, and I can make an accurate cut that way. Now I'm ready to start gluing up all my framework to this is the face panel for the inside of the camper. And for this, I'm using the Loctite PL Premium Construction Adhesive, and you can see that it's polyurethane based, and it works on wood, OSB, drywall, brick, concrete, masonry, stone, marble, granite, metal, vinyl, PVC, and foam board. So everything that's going into this wall, this front wall, that'll adhere to. All right, there's the new front cap frame laid out. It's not glued down yet, and I haven't cut the area out for the window. I'll do that after everything's all framed up. I'll go ahead and get it glued up. All right, so everything's got adhesive on it and makeshift weights. Anything that I had to get some weight on it. It was a little bit tricky because I've got 2x2s and 1x1 1/4 and 1x1 1/2. So I had to get creative on leveling things out with some different thickness fence boards and stuff. Let that sit up overnight. All right, so this lower front cap panel wasn't insulated before. The old one wasn't insulated. I'm gonna go ahead and throw some of this reflective foam. This is just the the thinner stuff, so it should fit in here real good. It's, you know, just under 3/4 of an inch, just like this 1x stuff here. So I'm going to get them measured out, cut these pieces in and get them glued in place. And then I've cut another panel here just as one more layer of protection against water intrusion on this. Everything's going to be sprayed with adhesive to lay that panel on, and then I'll use caulking to go around all the edges. All right, got the insulation cut, put in. I'm going to go ahead and throw some adhesive on that, and then throw some staples around the perimeter. All right, got that piece kind of sheathed on both sides. This being the outside, that's why I stapled it, because that'll be, this other side with the staples will be hidden by the Phylon, the front cap. And so while that's setting up, I'm going to go ahead and get up on the roof and start cutting out all of that rotten wood in the corners and getting that replaced on the back. I've already done the front, just need to get these two back corners framed in. All right, new piece with a notch for wiring. My splice is right here. So I'll get this construction adhesive and screws. I'm going to do these 2.5 inch coated screws down into the aluminum frame. So right underneath there is the aluminum. Of course, all this is coming out. This is the bathroom roof. That's or the bathroom ceiling is coming out and being replaced with poly. So get that installed. All right, so now it's time to install my cabinets and align my ceiling panel. Get everything buttoned down there so I can get my front cap framing put on. All right, got all my cabinets reinstalled on both sides. I haven't decided if I'm going to put this shelf back in or not. It's always been kind of a head cruncher for us. When you're sitting up in bed, I don't know how many times I've hit my head on that shelf that goes across there. So I might leave it out. I might build a couple of small shelves to put our phones on somewhere on these side cabinets. You know, maybe under the light or something like that, because there's USB chargers on that light. So might do that. So up next is getting the front cap put back on, and then I can get the Phylon. Well, I need to clean up that piece of Phylon, that front cap. It's down there before I can get it put back on. I wanted to show you, got my little 5000 BTU air conditioner. I wanted to just kind of show you real quick. It only weighs 42 pounds and it's tiny. So here, this is what it is. So that's it right there. You can see how small it is. I think it's 16 inches across. It's 12 1/4 tall and 15 deep. So pretty small. Again, 5000 BTUs. It is digital with the remote control, so I can hang this remote. But there's also an app, so it's a smart air conditioner. So you can download the app and turn on the air conditioner from using Bluetooth from like your bed or something. If you had internet where you're out camping or whatever, you could do it that way too. So if you're out hiking and wanted to check the temperature inside the camper, and if the air conditioner is set to run, you could do that. You know, like if you keep your animals in there or something like that. But we don't plan on doing that. I will download the app just to see its functionality, and it'd be kind of nice to have on the phones. So one of the things I really liked about this one is it's got intakes all the way around. So it's got intake on the side, all the way across the top, and that side as well. And then of course your exhaust is back here. So it'll be easy for me to build a baffle system off this panel going back to separate the exhaust air from the intake air. So that'll be a fun experiment. All right, there's the new front cap. Framing anyway. Got all my cabinets in, everything's secured. Got my foam radius piece put in with a little bit of adhesive. And now I need to clean up my front cap so I can get it put on. I got the fiberglass on, the front cap, and my window installed. Well, I got the window is in place. I need to tighten up the ring now. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Later.